Opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or messages posted in chat are strictly their own personal views and do not reflect the views of Bolin Services Inc., a 501c3 nonprofit organization, nor does it reflect the views of the sponsors of this program. Political commentary, if any, are strictly personal opinions and should not be construed as endorsements of or opposition to any political party, candidate, or voter initiative by Bolin Services Inc. This audio-visual presentation is copyrighted by Kenneth W. Bolin. No rebroadcast, retransmission, simulcast, or other distribution of this video or the audio associated with it is permitted without the express written permission of Kenneth W. Bolin. All original content on this presentation is owned in full and solely by Kenneth W. Bolin.
Well, finally, 12 minutes late, give or take. Finally made it here. Haven't really had a chance to work with the lighting too much and all that shit. The iMac Mini just got done taking nearly 2 hours worth of updates. It took one update to do one thing, and then it had some iMac 26 point something AI upgrade type thing that looks like it's going to take me a while to learn what all it does on the iMac Mini. Wearing the old King of Podcast shirt tonight. I am worn out. It has been a day, but I now have riverfront property in Carrollton, Kentucky. As a matter of fact, 2 riverfront properties. He had property that I didn't even know he had, that we just found out today when we went to the attorney's office. 3 storage sheds full of all kinds of stuff from Amazon. Obviously a house full of stuff. I guess the main thing in the house worth any value was probably that I would want is the 86-inch television that'll probably go to the bedroom if I don't sell it. And let's see, a riverfront property on the Ohio River. Not much housing wise there, but just a place to hang out, but a good little plot of land there on the Ohio River. And then of course his house on the Kentucky River. So we didn't know about the place on the Ohio. We were keeping that one a secret for some reason. And God, we had like 5 vendors that owed him money out there today, but we got to go back November the 10th to collect from all the vendors. And but yeah, I finally have the court-ordered documents. I am the heir to the Biscuits and Gravy Razor estate. So, but we ain't going to be here long unless somebody talks. Somebody got to say something. But before we do that, feel free to, because if you don't talk, I'm out of here. I am not going to hang around with the Miami Dolphins coming on in 30 minutes, give or take. If no one's saying anything, we're here for a reason. That's to help Filipinos in need, to help Louisville metro area homeless, and to have some fun, ask some questions. 15 of you in here right now, no one said a word. So I can go just as easily as I came. I've struggled here for 10 minutes to get this damn... I had to reinstall the camera is what I had to do. I had to uninstall it and reinstall it to get it to work. Couldn't get the microphone to work after the upgrade. Had to reinstall that shit. So we're, well, there we go. Oh, look at there. Look at there. One of my sweet little friends there in the Philippines. How you doing? Glad to see you. Vanessa chiming in. How you doing, Vanessa? And let's see. Yeah, Vanessa is needing a little help. She's needing to raise about $30 in order to help her. She has to have a colonoscopy. I think her second one this year. And she's needing some help of about $30. Eunice's family needs some help of about $40 because her mother's pay is being delayed by a little bit over 2 weeks, and they need to pay their electric bill by November the 1st. Well, today it's Halloween over there today. It's already Halloween in the Philippines. And so there's $70 right there. So if we could raise just $70 in the 30 minutes that I'll be here, and if we raise 70, I'll stay longer and I'll just watch the game later. And if not, then I'll kick out and I'll just watch the goddamn game. But so far, the only 2 people that have spoke are the ones that don't donate, and those would be the Filipinos. The rest of you have not been quite so kind as of yet. Maybe y'all didn't like the promo I cut the last time when we get 50. God, I think we had 156 people and 2 people donated. Well, now after the show, we got a few that came in, donated a little bit here and there. But we had 2 donations during the show. A $20 donation from the Macho Man. The Macho Man donated. And then a TC from the NC donated 30. Because he appreciated something I'd done for him earlier in the week, and that was very kind of him to do that. So, as a matter of fact, we've even had talks over the weekend with about 3 different projects I'm working on. The last podcast might be coming soon. If this is all people give a shit about people and helping people in need, kids needing medicine, and we couldn't get people to cough $5. I had regulars in here that pop in from time to time. Hey, King, long time no see. I donated years ago. Oh, that was nice of you. Well, we got some kids that need help, and I couldn't get a nickel out of them. Other regulars were here. Oh, there's my other sweet little friend. That's my little Marianne. They call her Shane in school. And Marianne's a little sweetheart. She's another little sweetie. We do everything we can to help as many as we can. As a matter of fact, her family desperately needs a tarp on their house, a thick one. We fixed part of it, but the other part has not been fixed. And it's about another $30, maybe $40 to get a good thick tarp on there to keep their house from leaking, because otherwise and then eventually we need to get them some new mattresses and new pillows, because their mattresses, they sent me pictures of them. They're pretty damn rough. They're pretty rough. There's a good looking camel. The free 100-inch TV, by the way. And might be getting a free, well, it's already mine. I just got to get it here from Carrollton. So a free 100-inch TV 2 weeks ago, and then a free 86-inch TV because my brother never told me he had one. He told me he had a 70-inch. Well, apparently he just bought this 86-inch in March. And he wouldn't fix up one of his cars. Oh, I also inherited 3 cars today. 2 boats. A pontoon boat. I guess that counts. But the cars we need to evaluate, see if we need to put some fixer-up time into them, maybe sell those to people that need cars out in Carroll County. No, I'm not having them all 3 driven here. I got nowhere to put them. So I have to sell a lot of the stuff. I got nowhere to put it. And I'm going to probably donate my 73-inch TV in the bedroom when I put the 86-inch TV in, if we don't sell it. And then we're going to find somebody here that if they do something nice for our show, we'll give them the 70-inch TV. 73. It's a 73-inch Sharp 3D. It's not brand new. It's heavier than some of the new TVs that are out now, but it's done me well. It still has a perfect picture on it. But 86 beats 73. Just do the math. How you doing, Jambi? Jambi is in the house. So far, the only people that have spoke have been Filipinos. Go figure. My iPhone has taken some long-ass update. What? My iPhone's doing a backup. It started backing up 2 hours ago. It says you have 4 hours remaining. I don't know what all it's backing up. But my iPhone still has 4 more hours remaining. Well, I won't be using that phone for a while. Jeez, oh Pete. But yeah, I was out in Carrollton all day today. Met with attorneys. Got the paperwork. Got the deed to the properties. Well, like I said, Eunice, honey, it's not your fault. And we're trying to raise money for your electric bill. But of course, no Americans have spoke yet. So, because they're scared they might have to donate. Or we might make them feel bad if they don't donate. I don't think that many of my viewers are on food stamps. Let's see here. I'm like a dumbass. I was checking to see if we had any donations. We do not. Says I tried to transfer funds on PayPal. I did not. I did not try to send $20.59 to anybody, so that's one of those little tricky emails where they want me to click something. Got to be careful with those. Let's see. Oh, I told you I'm going to. Not a problem. I'm just glad he knows. And he does good work. The person that cut my hair has some people here interested in him doing their hair after they saw mine. It is a good looking haircut, huh? Right? And he gave me a great deal on it. Half the price of what he normally charges. Oh, I got to shout out 2 new sponsors tonight. We got 2 new sponsors. One of them's not new. They're back and 10 pounds heavier. Welcome back. I don't have their logos ready tonight. Bob has been dealing with some flooding and various other shit going on at his house, so Bob is not going to be available maybe till next week. So I told Bob not to worry about it. We'll hold down the fort here. Pardon me if I'm not looking into the camera. Like I said, we got these upgrades. I got all kinds of new options here that I don't even know what the hell are. Thank you. Well, honey, I'm trying. We don't have any donations yet, of course. Par for the course with some of these American assholes I deal with here. But we're trying. But if not, like I said, I'm working on some bigger things to where if you can't get people to pitch in and do a little bit or a lot like me and Bob and the Macho Man. Oh, by the way, tonight's show brought to you on StreamYard by the Macho Man, Randy Satterley. Thank you, Macho Man. We appreciate you. And whenever Naughty Nicole is in a position to do anything for us, we can certainly use your help whenever you're up and at it again. I forget your pay schedule and stuff, but anytime you got a few extra dollars, we could certainly use her help. The tea maker quit donating because his girlfriend got mad at him because he gives too much money to us. So, what do you do? Not much you can do about it. So, like I said, not one American has spoke. Oh, Jesus. I told Bob I was wasting my time tonight. I told him I was wasting my time. But I said, well, we got to give it a shot because we did that show here a week or two ago. Remember, only had about 40 of you watching the show the whole time I was on. And we did very well, but that was because of Jeff Sanford matched all the donations that night. And we had about 125 in the house. And he matched it. And then we got a little bit more a little bit later. Well, hey, there's my sweet little friend Nicole. Nicole is one of my newer friends in the Philippines. Just celebrated her 27th birthday. And some beautiful pictures of her birthday. We got her dressed up as a New York Yankee fan. Put her in Yankee Stadium, some beautiful pictures. And look at her there. Just the prettiest little face ever. And brand new at being 27 years old. And looks so good in her Yankee jersey and hat and stuff. So, and Joan, by the way, Joan, that is Marianne's mother. So hi to Joan. And you're what, honey, I'm trying. I got 3 of you and trying to help tonight. We're trying to help you with your roof. We're trying to help Eunice with an electric bill. And we're trying to help, what was the other one? Oh, shit, somebody will remind me. We got 3 people we're trying to help. Eunice with the electric bill, you all with the roof. Oh, and Vanessa with, she already had to borrow 5,000 pesos, and she needs 1,500 more to get her colonoscopy and all the medicines and everything that's involved with that. And so, yeah, thank you for dropping in and saying hi, Nicole. And Nicole is a hard worker, man. She works like 12 hours a day most days. Her and her sister both. She's got a beautiful young sister that I think's 24. And Nicole just turned 27 like a day or two ago. And so certainly happy birthday to her. I don't think we got a chance to wish her one on the show. And Joan is the mother of sweet little Marianne. And we got some beautiful pictures of Marianne the other day. I've got some new throwback merchandise that we're going to be putting in the store soon with the old BS logo, the original one from 25 years ago. I borrowed the phone of the friend. Well, thank you, sweetie. Yeah, I saw the phone your sister's got. That one's pretty rough. And as you can tell, there's no extra money over here to do anything because nobody's donating. And they might not donate tonight. Our Americans can be assholes sometimes. Because if you notice, not one of them has said a word. Not one of them. Now I got the damn hiccups. What do you do about that? It's funny how the Filipinos know we're doing a show because every person that's spoken here tonight's Filipino and on Facebook and one on YouTube. The Americans, he might want us to donate. We might have to cop up $5. But that's why I do the show. And when we're not making any money, we won't be doing the show. I'll be doing something else. Do. Well, this is the question and answer show. And we've been on, yeah, I know we were a little bit late, but what else are y'all doing? Not a damn thing. Sneaking up on 8 o'clock, and then the football game is at 8:15. Oh, boy. So, well, when I see questions, I'll answer them. Otherwise, I'll just sit here and just jack around the way Vince Russo does, where he just ignores everybody. And when he sees a question, he starts talking to people. Eunice says she feels bad because of needing help with the electric bill and her holding her mother's pay for 2 weeks. I get it. They're using every excuse down there in the world not to pay their people due to typhoons and earthquakes and you name it. And so many people are really struggling. And, of course, here you got we'll go ahead and get political for a little bit. You got 40 million Americans that aren't going to get their food stamps starting in 2 days. Not tomorrow, but the next day. 40 million people. And the Republicans voted it down today. There was 2 proposals, one put forward by Democrats, one put forward by Republicans. I'll be honest with you, the Democrat deal sounded a lot better because it was going to guarantee that if we get shorted on food stamp help, SNAP benefits, as they call them, and WIC for single moms with children, that we got reimbursed for anything that we're shorted. Well, the Trump organization doesn't want to reimburse anybody. If the government shut down for 3 months and you miss 3 months worth of payments, fuck all of you. That's what the Trump organization's saying. But then one of the Republicans come up with a plan. Well, we can use the emergency funds because they have the money. There's $6 billion sitting there to fund feeding all these people. But they don't want to do it because they think that makes the Democrats look good if people start getting fed. And that just ain't my opinion. Just do the math. Just look at it. Just do the math. Because all they had to do was pick one of those 2 plans, pick the Republican plan that does not offer reimbursement for the families. Like if I miss 3 months, I lose $900 worth of food aid over 3 months. Well, with the Democrat plan, I get reimbursed for that when the government opens. With the Republican plan, fuck you. You don't get your $900. Oh, by the way, here's your fourth payment. Yeah, you missed 3 of them because, we're getting paid, by the way. And that's the other thing that burns me alive. The senators and the congressmen took a vote when the government shuts down to see if they get paid, and guess what? I think about 8 or 9 Democrats voted not to get paid. Every single Republican voted to get paid, even though they all got fucking side gigs and most of them are fucking billionaires and millionaires anyway. They still voted to get paid, to get their $188,000 a year or whatever the hell they get. The president gets $440,000 a year. The vice president gets like $240,000 a year. Oh, they all get paid. The military. Well, we got a donation to pay the military. No, you fucking didn't. The guy donated $130 million to buy his way into the White House to get fucking favors from Trump like he does with everybody else. This is fact. This ain't fucking opinion. This is fact. $130 million. Here's where the fact comes in at. Do you know how much each soldier gets out of a $130 million donation? Because they keep telling you, we got $130 million donation so we can pay our soldiers. What they don't bother to tell you is that the soldiers that are now working for free and the air traffic controllers that are working for free and all the various other workers that have either been furloughed, fired, or whatever the fuck happened to them, they're working for free or not working at all with no back pay. And how much do these soldiers get on that $130 million donation? Anybody care to guess? No, you don't, because you'd have to say something. For that $130 million donation, each soldier in America gets $100. Well, that'll barely feed you dinner for 4 at some of the restaurants around town these days. I filled up with gas today. I had a little under half a tank. Cost me $48. So a full tank would run me nearly $100. I got to buy the good shit. I got to buy the premium gas. But at Costco, I get $1 off a gallon on it because of all the shit we buy at Costco. So there you go. They're going to give each soldier $100. Thank you for your service. Go out and risk your life for me. Go into the cities and point guns at American citizens because I don't like them. I don't like democratic cities. So if I'm going to sit here and work for free, I'm going to get my shit in. Well, no, we do not have one donation. And I'm not going to do 30 minutes tonight. I am not going to sit here and do this shit for nothing. And Filipinos, thank you all for dropping in and saying hi on the show. Oh, I do have to take care of my other sponsor, Valvoline. Welcome, Valvoline. Oh, we don't have your logos up ready or anything yet, but and they will be obviously we can't have Valvoline full time because how many times can I go up and get an oil change? Well, I got one today, and they treated me great. Shout out to Jason, and what was that other girl's name? God dang it, she's probably watching the show too. What Nicole? Because Nicole's in here. All right, my son will remember. Dadgummit, my memory. I'm old. But Jason, he's the head manager. And then the young lady that was so kind and took care of me today, Chloe. I got it. Woo! Chloe'd be mad if I forget her name. Because me and Chloe had a lengthy conversation. One of the sweetest girls I have ever talked to. Young girl, one of the assistant managers or maybe one of the equal managers, I don't know. She's a manager at Valvoline up here at, I think it's 4015 Bardstown Road, just up the road from me, about a mile. Great service, great people, so friendly. And as a matter of fact, the head manager there used to deal with Dean Hill. He used to do a lot of Dean Hill's work. And he's been the head manager up here at this store for 3 months. So if you're in the Cherokee Triangle area, you're in the Bardstown Road area, and you need a quality oil change from the good folks at Valvoline, tell them Kenny Starmaker Bolin sent you. And like I said, they're not going to get a logo slot up here like everybody else has got. But we will throw their logo up in the corner here, probably on the next show that Bob does. We'll throw their logo up a couple times. They got me taken care of and everything today. Air filters, oil change, put in the best of the quality of the oil and all. Oh God, the air, the power steering, all the fluids. I don't think they check my antifreeze though. I think my antifreeze is fine though, according to my thing. I think we checked everything with antifreeze because they get hot, but they did check the reservoir, and the reservoir was fine. So shout out to the good folks at Valvoline Oil. I'm glad I thought of Chloe's name. She'd have been so mad at me because we had a great conversation, and I know she's watching the show later tonight. She's going to the movies tonight. She's going to the movies to see Twilight, the rerun. She likes the Twilight movies. Well, that sounds like fun. Go to the theater. Support an AMC theater. Also, how is not one? I guess they gave up after 15 minutes we weren't on. But the Filipinos didn't get. I guess they'll see the recorded version. What else we got? 4 hours remaining on this iPhone up. Yeah, it's backing up my iPhone is what it says. It's been backing up for over 2 hours. And it has 4 hours. It's a good thing it's plugged up. You talk about a battery being dead. It'd be dead. Thank you, Nicole. Well, Nicole, you're a sweetie. Nicole never really asked me for jack shit. I have to almost make some of these families take help. And those are the ones I like helping. Like, Jambi asked for help a lot. and Joe needs some help. Like I said, we don't have one donation tonight and not one American to said a word. So I'm not going to sit here for the entire. Well, you know what? I will. I said I'd do 30 minutes. I'll do 10 more. And who knows? Maybe somebody will show up and make a donation. I don't know. Because we have one more sponsor I gotta thank. And they will be getting a logo back up on the show. Might take down the BS logo. I don't know. Maybe one of these other sponsors needs to go. Won't be Blaze. Blaze awful good to us. I don't think it'll be Arby's. Arby's awful good to us. Jimmy John's. Sounds a lot like Timmy John, don't it? Sounds a lot like Timmy John. It sure does. And, you used my profile picture. Look at there. Oh, that's a beautiful picture. It really is. I dressed her picture up. Now, that's her real picture. There's no AI there doctoring her face or anything. That's really her. And she is a senior in high school, doing very good, very smart girl, about to graduate soon. And her name is Marianne, regardless of what you see there on the screen. And I dressed her up a little bit. I changed the color of her outfit and gave her a tiara. And looking beautiful. And her mom's a real sweetheart. And she's got 3 sisters. Marianne, help me out if I'm wrong. Aren't you all 17, 16, and 15 to 3 sisters? But she's the older. She's more or less the representative of the family, along with the mom, Joan, who's in here tonight. And they're the ones that need a cover on their roof. It's about $30 or $40. And then we need to get them some mattresses. And if y'all don't help me, I'm going to find a way to do it. One way or the other, I'm going to get it done. It's nice if those of us that have a heart team up in here. And I know there's Americans watching. I see you watching. You just ain't saying anything. Because now that I have this update, it shows me everybody that's watching the show. I didn't know that Apple could do that, but they did. So sometimes when you see the numbers up here, that there's something sneaky going on about that, because now with this upgrade, there's a lot more people watching the show, just not chatting. And it tells me who they are. So I won't call them out, though. They won't be little bitches. That's up to them. They won't be little bitches. That's their call. That you're such a little shithead that you won't say anything because you're terrified. Oh, okay. All right. Somebody just sent me a picture of their meal. That looks pretty good. It looks like hot dogs. Is that hot dogs? It might not be. I don't have my reading glasses on, so I'm just guessing at a lot of this stuff. But the shout out to our other sponsor, Valvoline Oil, we got taken care of. Hi, Chloe. I hope you tuned in tonight. I hope you enjoyed the movie. And Chloe, like I said, we told each other that we made each other's day today. She was just so sweet and so kind. And Jason at Valvoline was very nice as well. But we got to give a shout out to Natasha Davey. Natasha has been a longtime friend of the show. We hadn't seen her in a while. Well, her phone broke, and she hadn't had a good phone in a while and hadn't really been clicking with the show. And I thought she was mad at us over something because she just kind of went away, and I didn't know what was up. But she contacted me a couple days ago, and Five Guys wants to come back and be a part of the show. And I think me and my son will be going over to Five Guys probably this weekend. I got to get a new router hooked up this weekend, and when we get done with that, we're going to go over and welcome Five Guys back to the show. So we'll be getting their logo taken care of real quick. Five Guys Burgers is now back a part of the show. We're very glad to have them back. Couldn't find a better burger place to take their place anyway than Five Guys, so they are real good. Even though I did have McDonald's today, but I was in Carrollton, and it was right off the exit, and I had a double cheeseburger at about 11:30. God forbid. God forbid. Well, honey, I try. I do the best I can. But it takes some help. And tonight, I don't have any help whatsoever. Not one person has donated 1 penny. A bunch of cheap-ass Americans tonight, sweetie. I don't know what to tell you. I doesn't know what to tell you. Got my shit on Trump, though, so that was worth it for me. And it was also good to get out there, get the deed to the properties, go to the storage units and kind of see what's there. I'm going to donate a shitload of that stuff because I ain't got room for it. It ain't going to do me no good. And between the property and the cars and the boats and 2 properties and, I think I'm fine with that, but a lot of that other stuff I'm just going to donate, and I've already told them that. I've also told some people that if you know anybody this stuff will benefit from all the Amazon stuff that he had in 3 storage units, send them up there, let them go through it, pick out what they want. I don't care. I don't know how charitable my brother was, but we're going to make up for it now because a lot of people are going to benefit from the stuff that he had there. A lot of people maybe he didn't like are going to benefit. You know that our falling out over the shit about ICE and Mexicans, that burned me up, and that's why we weren't speaking. So we're going to get some help for a lot of Mexican families here in the Louisville area. We are going to get some help for a lot of Filipino families that he used to give me shit about, that I gave away way too much money. He couldn't believe that over the last 2 years, and I had to show him the receipts. There's no goddamn way in hell you've given away nearly $38,000, man. That's my brother. That's how he talks. So I showed him the receipts. I said, you think we fake these? And that's just what I've done, through me and the show. It doesn't count what Bob done. It doesn't count what we've done on PayPal. It doesn't count what we've done on Western Union. It doesn't count what we've done on MoneyGram. This is Pangea and Sendwave. Doesn't even count because it's hard to calculate everything we send out on PayPal because those are a little more random. We don't do Sendwaves every day. Pangea, it sometimes is every day. And those are, and it tracks the numbers at the bottom, it'll tell me right, like just out of curiosity, I know that for this year, we are already way over $15,000 in donations just on my Sendwave account. Bob also has a Sendwave account. Coltrane don't. I don't think. I don't think he got one. Coltrane will be back eventually, I guess. I don't know. We might have to find a new third co-host because Coltrane got a lot of shit going on. I don't want to be a burden to him. I don't want to be a burden to him. And he can come in whenever he wants. I mean, he'll be, even if we get a new third co-host, he'll be welcome. It's just, you know, he'll come in when he's got time and when he can deal with it. If Bob wants to get a third co-host, well, then again, we might not even be doing the show that much longer anyway. So here we go. Let me look here, and I'll take a screenshot of this. Oh, there it is. I don't have to take a screenshot of it. It's right there. Oh, my God. We are sneaking up. We are right now, as of this moment, my account alone on Pangea. I can send this to any of you Americans that aren't speaking or don't. Not one fucking American. Oh, my God. Filipinos, I'm so sorry. Some people are just shitbags, and I truly apologize. We have donated just out of my SendWave account alone. This does not count Pangea, PayPal, Western Union, because sometimes people have, there's even a thing called Maya that sometimes we have to send money out on. But SendWave keeps me the busiest, and we have now donated just in my account alone. And I think Bob's is over $4 or $5 grand just in his. Mine is now up to $15,710.04 as of this moment. Eunice's family got $15,300. No, they didn't get that much. You're just going, are you just trying to make me feel bad? Are you just trying to make me feel bad? We had one donation today, went out for $5.66. Why $5.66, King? Some of you are saying. Well, that's what they needed in order to be able to pay a bill they were trying to pay. They were trying to pay for something that cost 2,000 pesos, and they were 325 pesos short, and that's what they asked for. I appreciated that. They could have tried to ask for the whole 2,000 and see if they wouldn't have got it. Not today. But, you know, we had 325 pesos there in the Venmo account, so, all right, you got it. Another person asked for $10.46, 800 pesos. I'm sorry, 600. Sent it to him. Another one needed 572 pesos. We sent it to him. Eunice's family knows this one. And we got some of them that get up around 5,000 pesos sometimes. That's about $100. That happens sometimes. So, but yeah, 15,000. We're closing in. Probably by the end of next week, we will pass the $16,000 mark just in my account alone. So, all right, guys, it's 8:15. This is a record. Not one fucking person donated. We've never done the show to where not one fucking person donated. But tonight was that night. I knew I was fucking up. I knowed it. Shout out to Five Guys for going. We got Kenny in the mood tonight. Yeah, you did. Shout out to Valvoline. Hi, Chloe. Hi, Jason. And shout out, of course, to Jimmy John's. Sounds a lot like Timmy John. Shout out to Arby's. Shout out to Blaze Pizza. Be going back there again real soon. To Blaze. Blaze was just fantastic with us with Eric Watts while he was in town. And so Filipinos, I tried. You see, not one a donation out of these tightwad sumbitches. Not a one. Not one American spoke. Because if we speak, he might shame us. Not shame us, the wrestler, because that's bad enough. So I'm going to take a sip of my Blackberry Dr. Pepper. It's not a sponsor, but I wish they were. I'm going to take a good look at my Mini Mac Severe Big Time Mega Daddy upgrade that it just took. And see what all the hell I can do with this. All kinds of apparently new AI shit it'll do. And I don't know that I'll be back Saturday. It's a possibility. I don't know why I'd bother. And if not, then we'll try this shit again on Tuesday. So, until probably Tuesday night, because Saturday's big college football. I doubt I'll be here Saturday. So until Tuesday night, at more than likely 9:05 p.m. Eastern, I'm the Star Maker for Bob Hazelwood, for the Coltrane, for Chloe, for Jason, for Natasha,